Next stop in the Castrol GTX Cup Series Tour brings us to Martinsville Speedway. It is the running of the Goody's Fast Pain Relief 500. So we're to see a great race here today. On the pole, it is Jasmine Acosta in car number 7. Alongside of her, it's Chris Daugherty in number 66. Row 2, Rush Gardner in 27, and alongside of him, the 28 of Keith Batson. Row 3 has the 4 of Dion Scott and the 52 of Sean Henley. Then row 4 has all 5s. The 5 of Theo Stegall and the 55 of Dylan Young. Row 5 has another Dylan Poteet, and the 22 and the 10 of Cole Dally. And those two raced each other many times in the Second Cup Series. Then row 6, Trent Dunham, the man who runs the Second Cup Series, and alongside him Cole Moore. And here's the command to fire him up.
Drivers, start your engines!
And giving the fire the engines. And next row down is the 24 of Ryan Cooper, and alongside of him, Mike Becker in the 15. And so let's see what happens here. We're about to get the green flag here at Martinsville Speedway, and look at the spectator view here at Martinsville. The green flag about to wave, and the Goody's Headache Pop and the Goody's Fast Pain Relief 500 is underway at Martinsville. Jasmine Acosta goes out to the lead. Whoa! A lot of strutting out going on here down the backstretch. Oh, this is going to get ugly coming out turn 4. And indeed it did. The Dylans had tangled there. Dylan Poteet got sideways. Cole Dally hung up behind him. And boy, talking about being in a awkward spot coming out of turn 4 here at Martinsville. And that, of course, no doubt brings a full course caution flag. Well, no, wait a minute, that's used a ESPN fail. That's usually determined on a road course. But the Dylans got a little on the nasty side coming out of turn 4. And it's Dylan Young versus Dylan Poteet. As we get a replay of that coming out of turn 4. And I kind of figured when they got almost 4 wide through the turn, I knew something was about to happen. No, there was a wreck that happened behind. There's a 6 of Jeremy Stegall that got turned around. Actually, it all started with the 26 of Sam Young. He turned Adrian Becker in the 11 around. Turned her into Jeremy Stegall and into the 57 of Cameron Gilson. And several cars getting into it. Charles Jackson, Mitchell Jones in the 90, Leo Walker in the 29. Now we get to the other Young, Dylan Young, and the two Dylans got into it just a little bit. Dylan Young hits the wall, and Dylan Poteet wasn't even clear of him by a mile. Then Cole Dally about rear-ended him in the 10. Several cars getting hard on the brakes. And so about to get the green flag here. The 10 car of Cole Dally is a lap down. And Jasmine Acosta, still your leader of the race here at Martinsville. She wants to keep the lead, she better outrun Cole Dally on the start. Yeah, and she indeed does. But the 66 car of Chris Daugherty's hung up behind. And that's going to let Jasmine all but pull away. Long way to go. 50 laps here at Martinsville. 7 of them have been completed. 43 laps to go at this event. Joshua Osborne coming into the pits. And oh, we got spin. Mitchell Jones is around. And caution flag flies again. And oh, Jasmine spun out coming on turn number 4. Oh! Well, let's first off look at the crash that happened involving Mitchell Jones in the 90. First off, Joshua Osborne had just come into the pits, by the way, because of an unscheduled pit stop. He and Adrian Becker were leaning on each other coming out of turn number 2, or turn number 4. There was Osborne coming into the pits to paint 68. Yeah, Justin Williams got hit the wall, and then Adrian Becker just turned Mitchell Jones around in the 90 car. And that was a no harm, no foul situation. But then watch what happens to Jasmine Acosta in the 7. She locked the wheels up coming into the turn, and she got way high. Cole Daly in the 10 goes to the inside, and then watch what he does to Jasmine. Cole Daly goes to the inside, turns Jasmine into Chris Thornton. Oh! And Jasmine ends up the butt of the joke in this one. I'd say she's going to have words with both Cole Daly and Chris Thornton. Dallerton did not win the Respect of the Stripe. It was Dion Scott that won the Respect of the Stripe. With, I believe, Chris Dallerton second and Keith Batson's in third. A horrible break for Jasmine Acosta. Pole sitter for the race. And then it all falls down for Jasmine in the first 10 laps of the race. Back to green flag racing here at Martinsville Speedway. Dion Scott, car number 4, now has the lead of the race. Then Chris Dalton's in the second position. Third right now is Keith Batson in the 28. Here comes Keith inside of Jeremy Stiegel in the 6th lap car. His brother Theo runs in 4th position with plenty of wrinkled up race cars for sure. Dion Scott, a new rider of that number 4 car. One of the Acostas used to have that ride. That was Ryan Acosta, who had the 4 car for a few seasons and now runs the 14 car in the FedEx Nationwide Series. Chris Dallerton, car number 66, runs second. Not much damage to this car after a little shunt between he, Cole Daly, and Jasmine Acosta coming out of turn 4, which ultimately cost Jasmine the lead. And she's not... Let's see where she's at right now. Whoa! Sean Henley puts Ryan Cooper in the wall. There's Jasmine in car number 7. She runs in 9th position right now. Now just takes 8th away from Sean Henley. Jasmine driving like a woman possessed right now. Dalton Day up ahead. He runs in 7th position, having a good run so far. Rush Gardner in 27. Trent Dunham in the 1. He runs in 5th. Theo Stegall in 4th position. And you're on board with Keith Batson in car 28. And we're under yellow flag. And I think I saw somebody, Justin Williams, the 18's all wrinkled up. He's the cause of the yellow flag. We'll see what happened. Let's watch a replay of what happened to the 18. Well, I don't know what the cause of the yellow flag was. Nope, we just passed it. It was the 55 of Dylan Young. That might have been the cause of the yellow flag. Indeed it was. Car 55. And see, he's squeezed up between the 68 of Joshua Osborne and a 57 of Cameron Gilson. Osborne hits the wall, and Gilson delivers the coup de grace on Dylan Young and sends Dylan into the wall. Wrinkles the back of that Oldsmobile up pretty well. Several cars doing a good job getting away. Woo! Cole Daly about hit him almost, and so did Adrian Becker in the 11. And I believe there was a log jam in the back of the pack. Let's go to that point of the log jam. And it was. Zed Weinstein turned Cody Lamas around. Let's look at what happened there. Cody Lamas beat Zed Weinstein back to the start-finish line for 12th. Watch what Zed does to Cody. In the turn number 2, around he goes and actually hit the inside retaining wall. Mike Becker rearing Zed Weinstein in a 70. And Cody's car vibrating a bunch. Whew, and he almost came back and hit Ann Batson in a 3. And Cody Lamas, I don't know if he's coming in for a pit stop or what. No, he's not coming in the pits. The pits were closed. And just in time, pace car comes off on the pit road. Dion Scott's looking for his first win in the Castrol GTX Cup Series. He runs as the leader right now in car number 4. The Kodak Film Chevrolet 1991 model. And good start he got on the 6 car of Jeremy Stegall, who's a lap down. So is the 68 of Joshua Osborne. And Jasmine Acosta's around again! Acosta gets around Dylan Young. He hits her in the wall. Dylan Young put Jasmine into the wall. What else can go wrong for this lady? Dylan Young, he's over the back bumper. Oh. Man, I tell you what, if it wasn't for bad luck for that 7 car, Jasmine Acosta, there would be no luck at all. She was back over at Dalton Day. Jasmine was running 8th at this point. Watch what happened coming out of turn number 2. I think she about turned Dalton Day, but then she got turned by the 30 of Cole Moore and sent Jasmine into the wall. And if that wasn't bad enough for her, she gets the car restarted again. Watch Dylan Young in the 55. He's coming like gangbusters on her. And bam! Hits her in the wall. And now he blatantly just puts her in the third turn wall and cost him his own car too. And Jasmine's now car really vibrating. And he hits her again. And Jasmine at that point having a hard time getting her car started. Let's go on board with Jasmine Acosta through this series of unfortunate events. I say Jasmine's all the more PO'd right now and mad. She gets it restarted and going again. Now watch, this is where Dylan Young hits her. And that over-revved Jasmine's motor, and now she's really mad, and now she's... Oh, and he even hits her while she's getting her car started. And Jasmine's all over that motor saying, "Get away from me, Dylan, get away from me, or I'll punch you." Her and Dylan Young's going to have some words after this race for sure. She's still in the race, but she is down to the 28th positions where she's at right now. Nick Baxter coming into the pits for an unscheduled stop. Pace car, lights are off. Dion Scott has the lead with now 20 laps to go. Keith Batson's now the new second place runner in the car 28. So let's see what happens there on the restart. I tell you what a crazy race we had so far at Martinsville. Green flag about to wave again here at Martinsville as Dion Scott. Car number 4 has the lead and the green flag waves. The 1-6 car of Jeremy Stiegel, he's making a little move there coming out of turn number 2. And boy, look at Keith Batson. Here comes Batson on the inside. Keith Batson, car 28. He's on the inside of Dion Scott coming out of turn number 4. Scott goes high. Batson leads the lap, and he uses the 6 car as a pick. And now Adrian Becker falls back in behind, and Keith Batson, car 28, takes the lead here at Martinsville. Looking for his first win of season. Looking for his first win, I believe, of season 2. No, we actually got a... no, my mistake. Keith Batson actually had a win this season. That was at Texas in the Samsung Mobile 500. Jasmine Acosta again coming in the pits. And Nick Baxter is in as well. Cole Daly, Jonathan Ramey, Jasmine coming out of the pits. Her hopes for Martinsville glory all shattered to bits. And Nick Baxter, he coming out of the pits as well as Keith Batson goes around. Adrian Becker right behind. She's not running second. She's a lap down in 26th. That's a 1989 Ford she's driving. She having a bad day as well. Chris Thornton runs in second position right now in car number 66. Dion Scott, who was leading, is in third. Dalton Day is in fourth spot right now, car 17. And he's got a little wrinkly back bumper as well in the number 17 Tide Chevrolet. Theo Stiegel, car number 5, runs P5 right now. Nick Baxter still coming in the pits. Rush Gardner running in 6th position. Ryan Cooper in 7th. Sean Henley in 8th. Trent Dunham in 9th. And he's having a good run too. Zed Weinstein with a damaged car is in 10th. Mike Becker's 11th right now. But for Keith Batson, his run, as I said, won the last race on the tour at Texas Motor Speedway. And looking, as I said, for more glory on the season, as he's in, if he holds on to win in the final 12 laps of this race, he will have 2 in a row. He's got a comfortable lead right now on the 66 of Chris Thornton. 11 laps to go, and Keith right now can probably just turn on the radio and probably drive with one arm propped up on the roll bar and just watch the scenery go by. Nick Baxter coming in for another unscheduled stop. And you're riding along with Keith Batson in car 28. That's what a driver likes to see out from his vision. Nothing. And he's got 9 laps to go to try to hold them all off. But remember in season 6 what happened to Adrian Becker when she was leading it all the laps at Martinsville? And she had problems with her car after the yellow flew with 3 to go. Keith hoping that does not happen to him. And look at the tachometer right there. Look how much RPMs he's turning. Dips down below 5,000 and then turns. Watch it go back up 8,000. About 9,100 going into turn number 1. Off the second turn they come. Chris Dalton has cleared the lap car of Adrian Becker. But Batson knows he's got to be smooth in those final 5 laps. Justin Williams in the 18 just up ahead, along with Jack Richards in the 14 and the 90 of Mitchell Jones. And Keith knows as well with lap traffic ahead, if they give him any problem at all, Chris Dalton's is up on his back bumper again. And Chris is closing in right now. His last time, this time by 95.424, even though Keith had a faster lap at 95.79. But the lap traffic can present a problem. And it always seems to at Martinsville. And can possibly cost the driver a win. Keith's being held up. Nope. Justin Williams is going to let him by. So now Keith's got a lap car between he and Chris right now. This time by will be 2 laps to go. Now he's inside of Jack Richards. Whoa! He and Jack about touched coming out into turn number 3. That would not have been pretty. And Richards hits the wall now coming out of turn number 4. 2 to go for Keith Batson. He goes by Mitchell Jones in a 90. So Keith maneuvering through the lap traffic. He's driving that Ford Thunderbird like it's a Cadillac. And Keith this time by we'll see the white flag. He'll have 1 more lap remaining here at Martinsville. Jeffrey Fingod just up ahead. The white flag for Keith Batson. He has 1 lap remaining here today. The Batson Doobie team always has strong motors under the hoods of their cars. And they've reconfirmed that reputation here today at Martinsville. As off of corner number 4, the Goody's Fast Paint Relief 500 will belong to Keith Batson. He wins at Martinsville. Awesome job today for the number 28 Texaco Haviland team, the Batson Doobie team. Just had that car working to near perfection here at Martinsville in the last 20 laps. And I'll tell you, all those cautions might have helped. All those rash cautions might have helped too. Average speed 64.593 miles per hour. Keith Batson wins here today. You have Martinsville, 2nd place to Chris Dalton, 3rd to Dion Scott, 4th place to Dalton Day, 5th to Theo Stegall, Rush Gardner 6th, 7th was Ryan Cooper, Sean Henley 8th, Trent Dunham 9th, and Zed Weinstein comes home in 10th spot. Then Mike Becker 11th, 12th was Cody Lamas, 13th Ann Batson. So Ann had a good day as well at Martinsville, finishing top 15. Cameron Gilson 14th, and 15 was Charles Jackson. Sam Young in 16th, Leah Walker 17th, Dylan Poteet 18th, Ty Sheets, the defending winner of this race, in 19th, and 20th was Pichu London in 20th spot. And there's the rest of the running order as they were at Martinsville. Cole Moore in 28th position. And poor Jasmine Acosta started from the pole for the race and got into 3 wrecks and ended up 30th, 1 lap down. And I say she's got some words to. I say she's got some words to drivers like Cole Daly, Chris Dalton, and Dylan Young. And Dylan Young, by the way, ended up in the 36th position out of the race, dead last. So. But for Keith Batson, car 28 in victory lane again. 2nd win in a row for Keith. And that'll bode well for a chance at the Aaron's 499, the next race on tour at Talladega. And here's your points they are right now. It's Sam Young still your leader by 107 points over Pichu London. 3rd right now is Dalton Day. 4th is Keith Batson. He's moving up in a points chase. Trent Dunham in 5th. Theo Stegall 6th. 7th is Jack Richards, Jeffrey Fingod, Ty Sheets, and Ryan Cooper to top 10. Excuse me. Cody Lamas down in 20th spot in the points chase. He's actually in a tie with Jeremy Stegall for 19th. And all the way down to Johnny Gardner last in the points. I don't know why he's running 5 races. I had the field set on full. I don't know. Aaron's 499, the next race on the tour at Talladega Super Speedway. Don't miss it.